Woman loses her Rolex, street gambling, then puts pause on her boyfriend for not spinning the block and getting it back. What did I do? Listen, I'm about to show y'all. Don't worry about it. I'm about to show y'all. What's up? Shalom, Izan. Yeah. Listen. Yazir, I'd rather you just say it, bro.
Izan placed the order.
I know. I just want to give a shout out to the first brother that showed love to the W.O.E catalog. You know what I'm saying? You see how it is. Listen, I gotta show y'all, man. Listen, it's gonna get better. Later is greater. You know what I'm saying? They are unforgiving. You know what I'm saying? You see that white man hanging? Yeah, we're gonna get it. Hey, we're gonna get it real cracking out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, we get a voice to the voiceless. You know, you see what he's talking about? Take a seat. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not gonna whack out no folding chair, so I'm just letting y'all know that right now. All right? Yeah, man. Yeah. All praises. How y'all doing, man? Y'all chilling? You know? Yeah, y'all chilling, ain't y'all? Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I've been ordered my listen, nigga. Oh my God. Listen, Gazaa, we're still looking for 100% sweater that fits you. You know what I'm saying? You know? Mm-hmm. How you gonna shout out Kashak and ain't say nothing to me, Gazaa? You ain't nothing about nothing. All right.
Right on, Gazaa.
This nigga has on flip flops right now. Mm-hmm.
They can't see it.
I told you about me coming over here and you looking like you lounging, bro. You look like you be at class, bro. That's what you need to look like. I think order my sweater. Listen, delete that comment, bro. Like, I'm just tired of seeing foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ban user. You know what I'm saying? All right. First and foremost, want to give call halal Yahweh by Shalom Mashiach Yahushai. All right. Listen, man, it's another segment of the Couch Captivity continues, man. Couch Captivity created.
Continues.
Listen, we're still here. It's continuing. Put some respect on my support. Hey, listen. I'm in dire support tonight, brother. So, listen. You on my team, you're gonna help me out tonight. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because it's getting real bad right now for a brother. All right. So you know, a brother hit me up not too long ago. His mother's in the hospital right now, and she's going through some real hard times. And I just wanted everybody to just keep a prayer out there for Brother Andrew. You know what I'm saying? For him, his mother, his family. Let's continue to support and bear one another's burdens on this walk, because that's what we're called to do, as it is written. And doing so, we keep the law of Christ. You know. I haven't seen the brother in a long time, and it's just crazy how the Most High bring people back to you or bring people around. And he's still on his walk, still doing what he's supposed to do, and that's what's important, right? Because even through these hard times that he's dealing with right now, he, as well as ourselves, we all have to prepare our souls. Prepare our souls for this walk, for hard times, for rebuttals, for people that want to see you hurt, for people that don't care about how you feel, don't care about what you're going through, don't care about you. We have to prepare our souls for temptation, prepare our souls for, just fighting that spirit that tells you giving up is easy, right? We have to prepare ourselves for those things. You know what I'm saying? So let me get Ciroc too.
Sir?
Yeah, what if you know? Oh. Yeah, you need to do it.
The book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
Now you see it says, if you come to serve the Lord. That means we have to make a conscious effort. We have to say it within ourselves, this is what I'm going to do. Everybody you see walking around with them fringes and that are teaching and are adhering to the teachings of Yahweh Shai, who people ignorantly call Jesus. It started off with us saying we're going to serve the Lord. We said we are going to do this, right? So if we said we're going to do this, that now puts the accountability on us. It's not by chance, by choice. It's not I'm doing it. I'm just around you. It's I'm going to do it because this is what I want for myself. This is what I want for my family, right? This is what I would love to see everybody doing, and Most High willing, that gets us out of here sooner rather than later, right? Go ahead.
Prepare thyself for temptation.
Prepare what?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Uh-huh. Go ahead. Prepare your soul for temptation. Read.
Set thy heart aright.
And when it's talking about setting your heart aright, it's talking about setting your mind on the right path. Set your mind aright. Read.
And constantly endure.
You have to constantly endure. Constantly endure. Take it out of your mind that things are going to be easy all day. Take it out of your mind that it's easy peasy. Take it out your mind that you're supposed to be given everything. That this walk is going to be a walk in the park. It's not. We have to set our heart aright, constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Right? Go ahead. I probably read that before. You ain't read it yet. Go ahead.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
And don't be quick to run when there's trouble. Go ahead.
Cleave unto him.
Cleave unto the Most High. Go ahead.
And depart not away.
And don't leave. Read.
That thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Go ahead.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Whatsoever is brought upon you, take cheerfully. Whatsoever is brought upon you, take cheerfully. So when you don't expect the hard times to come, you don't sit there and be on some bah humbug. Oh, why me? You take it cheerfully. Right? Go ahead. Because the Most High know your spirit. He know your heart. He know what you need. He know your wants. He know how you feel. So it's like, take it cheerfully. Go ahead.
And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
And be patient when you are changed to a lower state. Right? Because I know a lot of brothers, they were in prominent positions in their careers, and the Most High has put them in a lower state. And it could be to humble brothers, it could be to afflict them, because remember, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High delivers them from all of them. Right? Go ahead.
For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity.
Read that again.
For gold is tried in the fire.
Gold is tried in the fire.
An acceptable man in the furnace of adversity.
An acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right? Gold is tried in the fire. So we know gold, all the impurities come out with fire. So when you go through hard times as men, women, as we're on this walk, as we go through our hard times, that affliction is to make us stronger, not to tear us down, not to make us weaker, not to make us give up. Go ahead.
Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright.
Order your way aright. Read.
And trust in him.
And trust in him. Go ahead.
Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy.
We have to wait for the Most High's mercy. You can't go demanding it. You gotta wait for the Most High's mercy. Read.
And go not aside, lest ye fall.
You
that fear the Lord, believe him.
You that fear the Lord, believe him. Right? Go ahead.
And your reward shall be not fail.
Because remember, with belief comes trust. With trust comes faith. Right? Give it a second. Oh, you good. Let's go.
You that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old.
Hey, listen. Look at the generations of old.
And see.
Which means what? Learn from that. Look at our past generations and learn from that. Go ahead.
Did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
So look at our past generations. Look at those that came before us. Those that trusted in the Lord. Were they ever confounded? Did somebody ever get the best of them? No. Read.
Or did any abide in his fear?
Or did anybody live in fear? Go ahead.
And was forsaken.
Because it's one thing to be afraid for a second, but to be stuck in that fear, that's something different. Go ahead.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
And who did he despise that called upon the Lord? Right? Go ahead.
For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth of sins.
Slow down, buddy. Read it again.
For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins. And saveth in time of affliction.
And saveth in time of affliction. Remember, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High delivers them from all of it. Let me get that. I think it's in Psalm 134:19, I think. Or Psalm 34:19. All right.
$34.19.
Yeah. So listen, it be like that sometimes. It's Psalm 34, man.
Oh, Psalm 34.
I mean, listen.
15.
Lord.
19.
19.
You can't read.
Go ahead. Psalms, chapter 34 and 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all.
Yeah, man, but the Most High going to deliver you from out of all those afflictions. You just have to trust in the Most High. That's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that goes to you, brothers and sisters who are going through these hard times. You know, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High will deliver y'all from all of them. Right? Let's go back to Sirach.
Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands.
Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands. Go ahead. That's on some give up stuff. Go ahead.
And the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him.
Go down. You understand? Don't be unstable. You know? Don't be double-minded, double-hearted. A double-hearted man is unstable in all his ways, right? A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Choose a path. Remember, the Most High don't even want you to be lukewarm. He either wants you to be on fire or he wants you to be cold. Cold, you ain't in this. Fire, you hot for this work. Lukewarm, you playing the fence. What I like to say, because I heard it from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Beat around the bush. I ain't gonna finish it. Yeah, Revelation 3 and 16. I'll read it on here. Don't worry, man. You can't even see. We've got like 5 Bibles over here. Can't see none of them.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 16. Hereby receive we.
He ain't even know.
Oh, it's first John.
Hey.
That's it. He can't even know what Bible he is.
Hey, Kashak, we indoors.
Okay.
Yeah, the microphone picks up your thoughts. This shit's just different. What I when it's coming. I knew I should have worn my jeans.
He's at 3:16, correct? The book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold.
Nope. Start up. Go up.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 15.
There you go.
I know thy works.
I know thy works. I know what you do. Go ahead.
That thou art neither cold nor hot.
He know how you live. You're neither cold nor are you hot. You haven't made a decision yet. You ain't one way or the other. Go ahead.
I would thou work cold or hot.
Slow down. Read that again.
I would thou work cold or hot.
I get it. He's very specific when he's reading it. It's all good. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, being thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth, because you're lukewarm. Right? That was it on that. Okay, sure. Why are you searching the books?
Yeah,
I'm just checking. I'm just asking. Go ahead. What you doing? I'm chilling, man.
Book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not.
For you believe it not. I mean, what else you gonna say about someone that want to give up? He don't believe it no more. Go ahead. He don't believe that the Most High is with him. He don't believe that he can get delivered out of their hard times. Go ahead.
Therefore shall he not be defended?
Therefore he shall not be defended. The Most High is not going to fight his fights for him. Remember, you go to court, he tell you, listen, when you go before that judge, don't go in there with nothing. Don't go in there with no thoughts. Don't go in there planning to say anything. When you go in there, I'm gonna give you your speech. I'm gonna tell you what to say. Brothers go strategically planning. And then all of a sudden they done told the judge, I ain't dealing with that white stuff. That ain't the Bible in my Bible. I ain't swearing on that Bible. That's a white man Bible. They start acting like a nigga. The Most High is not dealing with none of that. Because you were told to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Scriptures also say, if it be at all possible, live peaceably amongst all men. Right? I don't go out to camp and bash white people. I don't need to. We put ourselves in this position. We wanted to be niggas. We wanted to do wrong. We asked for everything that's happened to us. Everything. Failed relationships, disobedient children, drug addiction, whoring. We asked for all these things because we chose to not serve the Most High, but rather serve ourselves, serve our enemies, serve the devil. You understand? You know? But first and foremost, ourselves. Right? That's it on that. Let me get 1 Peter 4. Start at 12. We're going to read it in the NLT. I don't care what you're doing, man. Just read it in the NLT. Hey, like he got the NLT Bible on him or something. This guy. It's your 1 Peter 4. And it started 12. Okay. You already there?
I just switched to the NLT.
You should NLT, correct?
Yeah.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 11 in the NLT. Do you have a gift of speaking? Then speak.
Bro. 1 Peter 4 and 12.
First Peter chapter 4 and verse 12 in the NLT. Dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you are going through.
Listen, read it again.
Dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you are going through.
Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised at the hardships that you're going through. Read.
As if something strange were happening to you.
Listen, ain't nothing strange happening to you. It's part of the walk. Not knowing when you're going to get a job, where you're going to get to pay your bills. Listen, these things come and then they go. Go ahead. But your faith is what gets you through it.
Instead, be very glad. For these trials make you partners with Christ in his suffering.
But listen, but be glad when you go through these things, because when you go through these things, that makes you a family member of Yahweh. Why? Because of what he had to endure. Go ahead.
So that you will have the wonderful joy of seeing his glory when it is revealed to all the world.
Go ahead.
So be happy when you are insulted for being a Christian.
For when you are insulted for following Christ. Don't feel no type of way when you're insulted for following Christ. Read.
For then the glorious Spirit of God rests upon you.
And that dove gonna be on you. All right? Go ahead.
If you suffer, however, it must not be for murder.
What is it saying? If you're going through hard times, it can't be because you put yourself into it. It can't be because you murdered someone, you stole something, you're making trouble, you're prying into other people's business. You cannot suffer for those things. If you suffer for those things, it's because you're wicked. So when you are suffering through hard times and it's not because of any of those things, then guess what, man? You're on the right path and you're suffering for righteousness' sake. Go ahead.
It must not be for murder, stealing, making trouble, or prying into others' affairs.
Mm-hmm.
If you suffer, however, it must not.
But are we gonna opt for a new reader? Go ahead.
But it is no shame to suffer for being a Christian. Praise God for the privilege of being called by His name.
Oh, listen, praise God for being privileged to be called by His name. All right. Yeah, go ahead. No. Hebrews 12:7.
NLT.
Nah.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 7.
Wait for him. Yeah, because you're not used to being on streets. Listen. 12:7.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 7. If ye endure chastening, if ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons.
If you endure the hardships, then the Most High is dealing with you like you're His child. Go ahead.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
So, just like you might have kids, I got kids. If I don't discipline my kids, I must not love them. So sometimes we have to be a little stern. Sometimes we have to discipline our kids in order for them to understand that love. Right? Can't always be peaches and cream. Go ahead.
But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons.
Read it again, slowly.
But if ye be without chastisement,
slowly.
But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers,
meaning what? We all got to go through hard stuff. We all got to go through chastening, right? But if you ain't going through chastening, then y'all bastards and not sons. So when I go through hard times, I know I'm Israel. I know I got the mark on. I know I'm that guy. But if I wasn't going through anything and everything was handed to me and everything was peachy, I'd be like, man, this can't be for me. Because them Israelites are going through curses in that Bible. And them curses hurt. Right? Them curses hurt. Is it on that?
No. Then are ye bastards and not sons?
Yeah, man, people are up right now, fam. You know how we do it. You know what I'm saying?
This is West Coast too.
Listen, you know, it's West, y'all. Do. What's up, Qatar One? Y'all about to show me the thought. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, and this the West Coast, man. Our class started at what, 10 o'clock? You know what I'm saying? You get James 1 and 12. Yeah, it's called bad driving. I ain't hear no shots. So I don't know what they doing all that speed racing for. Cards ain't gonna last.
The book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Blessed.
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Go ahead.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
For when he is tried, because that's what all these other nations are here to do, to prove us. That's why I say prove a friend. It means to try a friend. Don't just claim that somebody's your friend, right? So the Most High is proving us. These other nations are proving us. How? Because they're going to say, hey, man, you can do this because we do this. You can have fun like us. And then we say, you know what? I'll give up the Most High to do what y'all doing. Right? Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, because you're tempted to do those things. But you'll be blessed when you don't follow in the footsteps. Remember, it says narrow is the way to life. Broad is the way to destruction. That's why you got these religions with billions of people in them. Millions of people in them. This walk that we on, you're going to find a couple thousand brothers and sisters on this walk. There ain't no millions. Because narrow is the way. Go ahead.
Which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God.
Because Most High ain't tempting you. Go ahead.
For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man.
Go ahead.
But every man is tempted.
But every man is tempted. That's the key. Every one of us go through temptation. Even when Yahweh Shah was on the top of that mountain and the devil was talking to him, or Hashatan, the adversary, he said, bow down and I'll give you all this. Ye all that land you see out there. He also said, is it true what they say about the Son of Man? You could just jump off the cliff and the angels will catch you? Your foot wouldn't even hit the ground. What did Yahweh Shai say to him? Isn't it against the law to tempt the Most High? You know what I'm saying? So we got to be mindful of how we move, right? Go ahead. But every man is tempted.
When he is drawn away from his own lust and enticed.
The old English. That's still English, nigga.
It's the old English. I'm old new English.
Listen, you heard it. You heard him. You heard him. You heard it itself, right? This man reads new English. You ain't got no choice, bro. Try to embarrass yourself like that.
James chapter 1.
Girls is watching.
In chapter 14.
Be like, who that salt and pepper bearded man on the road?
But every man is tempted
with his toes out.
When he is drawn away from his own lust and enticed.
But every man is tempted when he is drawn away. Now I'm saying, when I say you're tempted, I'm saying like you'll always have these temptations come your way. But we have to then make a conscious effort to not go down that path and indulge in that temptation. Right? Was it on that? Who was that? James?
That was James 1 and 12.
We got 1 Corinthians 13. We're going to start at 1. Shalom, fam. Shalom.
1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
Meaning what? It's just noise. It's just noise. There ain't nothing behind it. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, which means what? To give. You know, I was watching Chosen earlier with my girl, and just listening to when he said, you know what, when you give, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. When you give freely. When you give with a clear conscience, right? And that's what a lot of people have a hard time doing, you know, right? Go ahead. And Salakia, and that was such a important message because I was taken aback, and I had to catch myself and say, sometimes I don't think I do that either. Then I had to recognize just how much more work I have to put in to bettering myself on this walk. You know, because if I had it, man, I would love to be able to just give it out. Just give. You know what I'm saying? Con. All praises, King. All praises, man. You know, Shalom, Enrique. You know what I'm saying? You know, this walk. That's why the Bible, it is sharper than any two-edged sword, because it will convict you of your wrongs. It will tell you, nah, you're not living like that. You're not doing that correctly. And I love to be checked on those things when I go into the scriptures, because then I have to sit there and be like, man, but then it's like, is there enough time to do better? Is there enough time to change that? Like, I'm broke, but man, I wish I had the bread so I could share. I can give that love, because that's the one thing that we go through in this society, man. Is you know, putting all our money into a basket with a hole into it, and a hole at the bottom of it. It just keeps going. You know. Well, go ahead.
And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge,
no matter how deep you are, go ahead.
And though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have no charity,
and have not charity,
I am nothing.
I am nothing. I can do all those miraculous works. I can do all those things. I know it all. But if I'm not giving with an open heart and love, then I ain't got nothing. I ain't nothing. I haven't accomplished anything. You know, that's why I say give to the godly man first. Listen on that. We keep going. We're going all the way to 7.
And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing.
Read that again.
And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing.
Yeah, man. Because charity is to. Let's look up that word for charity.
Just my traditional definition.
What?
You about to pull it up right in.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. Agape. G26. Love. Love is essentially what it's talking about. If you ain't got nothing, you can do all those things, but if you ain't got no love, then it don't really matter. Right? And we all know. Let's find out. Well, I mean, you got to go that route. But we also know love is long-suffering. Love is kind. Love is patient. You understand? These are the fruits of the spirit. And what does fruit do for you? You like fruit. What fruit do for you? It nourishes you, right? You take in that fruit, it tastes good, it makes you feel better, keeps you energized, you know. Fruit. Con, all praises, fam. All praises. Con, Enrique, we can do all things through Yahushua who strengthens us, you know? And what y'all are saying is very pivotal, and it's very important for brothers and sisters alike to experience those words, man, because we have to be able to come together and recognize when we right, when we doing wrong, what love is, how to love each other in righteousness. You understand? All right. Con, all praises, man. I'm glad that y'all are here, man. I'm glad that we was able to bless y'all with this class right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? 1 Corinthians 4. 1 Corinthians
13:4.
Okay. Yeah, what was that, man?
Charity. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Charity suffereth long and is kind.
Love suffereth long. Remember, love is long suffering. And is kind. Right? You know, when I'm doing how I am, I gotta be like, listen, I apologize. You know? Because I just gotta be that person, man. I gotta be apologizing. Brothers know. Y'all know firsthand. You know what I'm saying? The powerful officer, you know what I'm saying? That's got that woe cracking. You know, even this brother, man. This brother's allowed me to stay in his house, you know, when I went through hard times. You know what I'm saying? So I can honestly say, man, like, the Most High has blessed me with brothers that are exemplary. Is that the right word I should be using? Listen, I try, bro. You know what I'm saying? When showing that love towards each other. I ain't never met brothers like these brothers in my life. And for that cause, I lay my life down for these brothers. Go, get the dough. Get the dough. That's up. This nigga look like what you doing? You could have got there. Like what?
You be like, hey, you read, sure.
I wouldn't have said that.
Shalom.
Shalom. Yo, what you got produce? All praises. Go ahead, read.
Chariot suffereth long and is
Hold
kind.
on. Chariot. Take your time, brother. Nobody's rushing you, my dude.
1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 4. Charity suffereth long.
Love is long suffering. Go ahead.
And is kind.
Love is kind. Go ahead.
Charity envieth not.
Charity envieth not. Listen. You go ahead.
I don't know that.
Vaunted.
Oh, charity.
Vaunted.
Charity vaunted not itself.
Like boasting. Yeah. Charity doesn't boast of itself, right? Love is not boastful, right? Love ain't about making accounts of everything that you do for somebody. I do this, I do that. None of that matters. You understand? And it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Be yourself, love, right? That's what's required of us. Just love. Read the rest. Love is not puffed up. Because he can't read it.
Is not puffed up.
You continue. We're going to 7, bro.
When you start at the beginning of the clause.
Listen, he's like, are you talking about Santa or Mrs.? It's like what clause we off the top of that? December 26th.
I got you.
Okay.
Doeth not behave itself.
Listen. Doth not. It doth not
behave itself unseemly.
Unseemly.
Seeth not her own.
You gotta take your time, bro. I still gotta talk. Bro, where your glasses at, man?
And keep in mind that the theme is charity at this point. So yeah.
And remember, just because it's old English don't mean it's not English.
It's English.
No, listen. Now watch. This is a side note, right? The Most High has blessed me to be able to read this Bible even with that old English. I didn't know how to read this stuff. I didn't know anything about this stuff. I didn't know anything about Roman numerals. When they tried to teach it, I definitely didn't know nothing about it. But when I cracked open this Bible, I learned how to read Roman numerals. I learned how to read Old English. I'm more comfortable with thee, thy, they than I am with rudimentary English. You know what I'm saying? What's rudimentary? You can say something like that. You know? Yeah, you can say something like that. You know? But you gotta understand, I left school and then I got my GED in like 2010. So I was 10 years out of school. And then I decided to go to take some college classes. I still owe them about $8,000, so I ain't even checking for their ass. You know what I'm saying? They said I gotta pay that $8,000 before I can start the next class. That wasn't gonna happen. I was working. I make minimum wage, man. Like the Most High has given me this lot, you know. But I said that to say this, right? We came into this as fools, and now we're fools for the Most High, and doing and being that, we are now made wise. All right, go ahead.
Doeth not behave.
Hold on. You want to call it out?
1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5. Doeth not behave itself unseemly.
I told that man it was done, but it's all good. Go ahead.
Seek not her own.
Seeketh not her own.
Seeketh not her own. Is not easily provoked.
Love is not easily provoked.
Thinketh no evil.
Love thinketh no evil. Keep going.
Rejoiceth not in iniquities.
Love rejoiceth not in iniquity, right? We're still talking about charity, but you got to understand what charity is about. Charity is about love. Go ahead.
Rejoiceth in the truth.
And love rejoiceth in the truth. Last verse. Come on.
Beareth all things.
Love beareth all things.
Believeth all things.
Believeth all things. Go ahead.
Hopeth all things.
Hopeth all things.
Endureth all things.
We got to still endure all things. And love endures all things. All right. Let's get 2 Timothy chapter 4. And we're going to read verse 3.
4?
1 and 3.
4. The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
See, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. Go ahead.
For after their own lust they shall heap to themselves.
Slow it down. Read it over.
2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
For the time will come when they will not. Mute it right quick. Salakia, folks. I got a little technical difficulty right quick. Oh yeah, back to where we're at right now. 2 Timothy 4:3.
2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
The time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. Right? Go ahead, which is what we teaching. Sound doctrine. It cannot be refuted. I tell you no lie. When we teach the Bible, it cannot and will not be refuted. No imam, no Christian pastor, no Mormon, no deacon, no Deacon Israel, nobody. Deacon James, none of that. It will not refute this Bible and how we teach it. That's why we can stand on that corner and we welcome any and everybody to pull up on us and test our God. Test our God. You know, they say your arms are too short to box with our God. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, finish it up.
But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers.
But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers,
having itching ears.
Having itching ears. Meaning what? Let's say 4 of us in this room right now, right? 5, right? Let's say I ask Karubia a question. I don't like Karubia's answer. So I go to everybody else in the room and ask that same question. Everybody else got the same answer that Karubia got. But Kashak is going to say something different. And I need Kashak to say something different so that I can roll with whatever Kashak's saying, because it needs to be contrary to what they're saying. So instead of enduring with sound doctrine, we then start to heap to where the verse at, man?
Having itching ears.
We be having itching ears, hoping to hear somebody say the right thing that we ain't got to worry about it no more.
The technical term for that is confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias. You understand? I was in on that. Let's get Matthew 10. We're going to read 16 through 22. I keep saying that word, listen, man. I'm from the South, bro. Listen, all I think about is like Project Pat and stuff. So, just hanging on some. Thank you. Chief and Fat Blunt said that. Thank you. Big camera rings on that. Thank you. Jump into the said. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
Hold on. Matthew 10, 16 through 22. You ready now?
Matthew 10. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
He sends us forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Read.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents.
We got to be wise as serpents. Read.
And harmless as doves.
And harmless as doves. Wise as serpents, because the serpent is subtle. And we got to be harmless as doves. Read.
But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the council, and they will scourge you in the synagogues.
In their synagogues, right? They're going to talk bad about you, right?
And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake.
For my name's sake.
For a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
Go ahead.
But when they deliver you up, take no thought how.
We was talking about this earlier. You stuck?
How or what you shall speak. I thought you were talking to me. For it shall be.
I was talking to all y'all. I mean, like I literally said this stuff earlier. I think it was like the first thing I said. You know?
For it shall be given you in that same hour that ye shall speak.
What ye shall speak.
What ye shall speak.
Come. Keep going.
For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
That's why you got to be patient when you're put in those positions. You know, you got to be patient when you put in those positions. Don't jump out there trying to be Mr. Get Bad and tell everybody a fool uttereth all his thoughts. Right? Scriptures say a wise man knows to hold his tongue. Scriptures also say a fool doesn't know how to hold his tongue. Roughly paraphrasing. Go ahead, finish it out.
And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death. And the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents.
This is part of those curses. Go ahead.
And cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
And we shall be hated of all men for his name's sake. Finish it out.
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
So we have to endure until the end. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what we have to do. We have to prepare our souls on this walk. Prepare our souls on this walk.
That was from earlier.
Yeah, you ain't for all the information you like. Yeah. But we have to endure into the end. We have to hold each other accountable. We have to pray without ceasing. You know. And the next class, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm thankful that you brothers and sisters, Mashpaka, that means family, has joined us this evening. You know, we try our best to edify and uplift our people every week, damn near every day. Because whether I'm on camera or off camera, it's always going to be about telling my people to do the best that they can to get up out of this shitty situation that we put ourselves in. Right? I'm gonna wait for the brother to do what he got to do, but I'm gonna close it out, and then we're gonna just, probably take a little bit about what we're about to bring up right now. Then we're gonna say Yahba Shem chop up the thumb and Shalom, but we ain't going nowhere right now. We're gonna stick with us, and we're gonna share some love for y'all, man. You know? I'm messing with you, man. It's your show. It's his show. You put his hand down quick. Listen, that's why. Yeah, no, we ain't on mute.
I'm here to help y'all that don't have a voice.
You guys got the love, though.
It's your show, though.
Right. Some people could express themselves, some people can't. You know, I'm here to help y'all that don't have a voice. Express yourself. KKK, wrap that up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't afraid of no folks. Wrapping that up. If you got a problem with the feds, right, Papa? What we do? Wrap it up. You know? That's the mentality we come with. Wrap it out. My mentality is this, right? Some people could express themselves, some people can't. You know, I'm here to help y'all that don't have a voice. Express yourself. KKK, wrap that up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't afraid of no folks. Wrapping that up. If you got a problem with the feds, right, Papa? What we do? Wrap it up. You know? That's the mentality we come with. Wrap it out. My mentality is this, right? Some people could express themselves, some people can't.
Zebulon. You know, but yeah, man, you see what it is, man. Whacked out everything. About 17 y'all in there. I'm gonna show y'all the back of the shirt, man. This. Oh yeah, you gonna do all that right now?
Okay, go ahead.
All
You
right,
still on?
cool.
You still on?
I'm still on. All right. Yeah. I can't see what it looked like because, you know, I don't really want to be standing here. Almost. And you see what it say? Unforgiven. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Okay, hang up on that. Oh, dog. You know? Listen, man. These are exclusive. If you need something like this, you gotta hit me up for this. This ain't on the website. You understand? You know? These man, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. I also shout out OTS, man, Only the Saints, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the brothers is doing beautiful things. Check out Urban Gorilla, you know, but right now you're gonna see some of my stuff on the screen, you know what I'm saying? This is Sergeant Bazak in conjunction with obviously Yaziar trying to bring something to the community. You find me?
Oh, we got that new Pig X.
Yeah, man, we got the new pig whacked out, you know what I'm saying? Right? Like I said, man, we the voice of the voiceless, man. We the voice of the voiceless. You know, we welcome all kind of static. So we wear it proudly, you know. He really pushing this pig whack out thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's the hot new deal.
Listen. You know? Listen, the colorways is sick right now, man. You know, y'all. Hey, if you ain't whacking them out, bro, you lacking them out. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't a whack out, you lacking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say if you whacking, you.
Pause.
Listen, y'all see the colors, man. Y'all see the colors. Get involved.
Hey, tell them, give us some feedback on what they think.
Yeah, man. Give us some feedback on what.
Low contrast.
Yeah.
Low contrast, or like this the low contrast branding, right?
Yeah.
But then we also got
Zach prefers color.
We got high contrast branding right here. You know what I'm saying?
I told him he got another thing you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to be big, and we're gonna whack out the eyes so that he got the donut in his mouth.
You see, this the high contrast, right?
Listen.
We got both available. Low contrast if you want to be low key. High contrast if you want to stand up.
Well, we whacking out everything. This is unapologetic apparel. You know, get that right. You know, if you want to support the ministry, and listen, Enrique, we got bucket hats. You know what I'm saying? We do it all, bro. You know, y'all want to support the ministry, support your boy. You know what I'm saying? We taking donations. You know, alms cover a multitude of sins. You know, but if you give with a clear heart. Give with love, right? All right. Yeah. I think I've met you before in person. You ever been down in San Diego? Of course. We've been down to San Diego camp. You know, we had no choice. You know? Huh? Yeah. Look at the player hard. Yeah, man. Check out that WoEapparel.com, right? You know, get your latest stuff, man. Cash App is $Bazak. Listen, you know, Brother hurting right now, but I ain't gonna bring that up. You know what I mean? Outside of that, it's all love. You know, I love to see, you know, all y'all do what y'all do, man, and keep pushing this word and keep promoting, man. Walk to the restaurant together because some brothers had to use the restroom to change their shit. How long ago was that? What? This was the last time we was down in San Diego? The fact that he says, I think I met you before in person. Dang, yeah, in 3 months. Shit. Listen, hey, listen. I'm just glad you still here, fam. That's what's important. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to meet brothers and sisters and a year and some change later, you don't even know where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a brother just hit me up not too long ago. He had on a Shemai shirt and everything, and I'm just like, all praises. And he going through a hard time, but at the same time, just seeing that he's still on his walk, that's the motivation for brothers and sisters to keep going, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Memphis in there.
Yeah, what up? Oh, man, 10, yeah. No. Jacking dog. Hands up, dog. Yeah, no, but they probably stop it. Niggas hate when I take that no up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But with that, I want to say Shalom, Akim, Akwakim, you know what I'm saying? Shalom, Ashrakah. Yeah, man. Peace.